Hello, hello. I'm your host, Scooter. That's what we're going with now. Good. I'm glad you be lurking, Stanley. Guys, hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody can hear me okay. Let me know. A little bit of a delay for some reason, but hey, that's the internet for you. Yeah, we got a good show tonight, guys. We've got some good people coming up. Going to talk whiskey. Hey, Daniel H. Let's see. What all can I tell you? We're just going to basically talk whiskey tube. Hey, Samurai, let's get caught up here on the chat real quick. Everybody hear me okay? I hope so. Let me know, guys, in the chat. We got Bourbon Bounty in the house. Yeah, man. Maybe Bounty can join here shortly. If you haven't checked out Bourbon Bounty, do so. He's at 504, I think, on subs. Awesome. Crazy Ann is here. That's awesome. The Mash Bill Stanley, guys. Sub to Stanley at the Mash Bill. Sugar Kitty's here. Awesome. Daniel H. been working his ass off is here. Trey is here. Worked his ass off for the last few days for us. Christian, what's up? Thanks, man. Yeah, here you fine. Good. Great, guys. No, what we're going to do is we're going to have Independent Joe come on. Talk. We're just going to celebrate whiskey too, basically. Talk about everything that's going on in the world of whiskey, between what's going on with Whiskey Nose, Independent Joe, maybe some other people jump in. Cheech is here. Awesome. Mike Franklin is here. Oh, yeah, man. Doug H is here. Adam is here. Awesome, guys. Thanks for coming on. Like I said, I'll post the link here shortly. We're just going to get people on and talk Whiskey Tube and celebrate it because it's so cool, man. This family's awesome. But yeah, we got some great channels in the house, guys. Let me go ahead and plug a couple more. We've got Livewire Whiskey is here. Whiskey Encore is here. Go sub to these channels, guys, and come back. But yeah, it's been cool. We got the Mash Bills here. Bourbon Bounty's here. Awesome, guys. Awesome. But yeah, just gonna talk whiskey tube. Talk about the love we have for it, the family that it's created for everybody, the things everybody does for other people, which is really, really cool. The relationships that continue to grow every day from the friends that we've met. It's just kind of when you go away for a little bit, and Stanley can vouch for this too. When you go away from Whiskey Tube a little bit, you really miss it. You miss the family. You miss the interaction with everybody. Hey, Cole George, what's happening? Tim Evans is here. That's awesome. Tim, hope everything's good up your way. Yeah, that's just basically what we're going to do tonight. Just talk and talk about those that have inspired us, those that have kind of keep us motivated, keep us trying new things. For me, just before anybody else gets on here, one of the first ones that got me into this really was Fred Minnick. He's doing a live stream now, a 12-hour live stream at a distillery where he's basically watching them ferment for 12 hours straight all night long. At Rabbit Hole, that's it. Rabbit Hole's where he's at. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, up late at night, man. You need to check out Whiskey Encore. Thanks for posting that, Sugar Kitty. But yeah, Fred was one of them that got me started. He invited me on a live back in 1st of February. I was on for an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. And from there on, I was hooked. I loved it. I loved talking about it. I love hearing everybody else talk about it. It really inspired me to say, maybe this is something we could all do together. So I'm glad we did. Hey, Clint Hickey, what's up, buddy? But yeah, it's been fun. Fred was the first one for me. And I'm trying to think after that, who did I start following? I think I found the Junkies because they've got the subs. It's Bourbon Night. Chad and Sarah, I found them. And from there, you start seeing people in the chat. That's how we started meeting each other through the chat. I met Cheech through the chats. Cheech was always there modding for everybody, keeping everything up to date. And I met Cheech that way. I met Mike Stahl and Adam that way from Live Bar Whiskey. And Adriana, Whiskey Mountains. Hey, Billy Reed. I bet you rhythm and rooted all weekend. How was that? Was that a good weekend? Was there a lot of people or not as much? Or yeah, let me know. Yeah, I do need a cooler shirt, man. It's been a crazy weekend, no doubt. Crazy week. Pooped. I bet, man. I bet. Thanks for coming on. But yeah, those are the ones that started getting me going and watching what they drank and kind of gave me, I guess, real guidance on what to try. So to me, that was inspiring to say, okay, they think this is good or it's not so good. Maybe I'll buy this bottle, maybe I won't. Not too many. Okay. Yeah, man, there he is, the mash bill. Forget it was. I did too, Trey, till Friday night. I saw Bob Haywood, and he told me, but we were doing the ball game yesterday, so that kind of threw that out of whack for sure. But yeah, I forgot it was too, man. I did. Speaking of Livewire whiskey, there's their link in the chat. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. But yeah, that's basically how I started collecting bottles, was through people's evaluation and stuff of what they thought was good and bad. And I know me and Trey Larkin have talked about it. Hey, I like this one. He likes this one. I'll go get it, and he'll buy. We just kind of go back and forth, and that's what's fun to me. But yeah, so that's kind of what got it started. But it's just what we want to do. We want to celebrate Whiskey Tube tonight and talk about those that got us inspired, and the samples that we do between channels is to me is a blast. Like Independent Joe and Livewire and everybody did. I guess it was a week ago Saturday, something like that. But no, it was awesome. It's awesome. So that kind of thing is what's a lot of fun. And I didn't see that a lot with Fred because he just basically was so much bigger than everybody else, and he got stuff sent to him from distilleries, and he could sit there and knock it out and get that kind of thing. But yeah, it was awesome. That's kind of where I got it. But without further ado, guys, let me welcome in the man, the legend, Independent Joe.
Hey, brother.
Buddy. How you doing, man?
Today?
I'm good. How's things out west?
Sunny, hot, on fire, in fuego.
Just hot. A lot of heat.
Yeah, a lot of heat outside.
Lots of heat.
I'm sorry. Where are you located, Marty?
I'm in Tennessee. I'm in Northeast Tennessee.
Okay.
Hey, James Morgan. Yeah, no, I'm in Northeast Tennessee, and the humidity's now slowly starting to come down. It's been nice now yesterday it was hotter than 42 hells at the ball game in Knoxville, but we made it work. Yeah, I hope everything's good in the UK, James. But yeah, man. So what I was talking about earlier, Joe, I think you might have caught some of it. Hey, Shane, was people that inspired us in the Whiskey Tube stuff. Like
definitely
the channels we watched, the bottles they drank. That kind of said, okay, I want to get this one. I don't want to get this one, or maybe they didn't like it, and we thought, hey, maybe we will like it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So if you can talk a little bit about what got you started and who you watched at first.
I don't know if you've heard, but I started with the Pocky Chip Challenge. Me and my son came on. He wanted to do the Pocky Chip, so I said, "Hey, I'm not going to just do it just to do it. We're going to do this because my wife has been kind of pushing me since I retired from the military. She's kind of pushing me to do something." And she was like, "Why don't you do like a YouTube channel? There's people who do YouTube channels on subjects and stuff. You can." And I was like, "Well, what will I talk about?" And she's just like, "Talk about anything." So I was like, my son wanted to do the Pocky Challenge, so I thought, "Oh, okay, then we'll put that on and see how that does, and then I'll do various topics." Well, by the 10th video, I'm like, man, it's a little harder than I thought to just talk about anything. And a friend of mine saw my whiskey collection and said, "Hey, why don't you talk about whiskey? There's not many channels doing that, I don't think." And unbeknownst to me, there's a gazillion channels talking about whiskey. And I started looking around. One of the first channels I saw was the Shelf Turds, and I thought they were funny, and and then I started seeing. I saw, and I think this is well after he started and he became something else. But I had came across, because I was just looking at, because I was sending some friends some fishing gear. So I came across this channel, and it was ADHD Fishing. And
Yeah. I
he
saw
was,
he posted something, Joe, about that, I think last week, that I didn't even know that existed. I
yeah,
saw that somehow, but go ahead. I saw that.
yeah, and I guess before the Lifetime Video, which if you're not subscribed, you should go subscribe to Lifetime Video. Whiskey, I'm sorry, Lifetime Whiskey. They he was talking about how they sent him a Kentucky Owl Batch 9, and he was stroking it and stuff and fawning over the bottle. And I was just like, oh my God, this is all right. So this is what I'm getting into. And so I started just channel surfing, seeing who's out there, and picking up little tidbits and stuff. And I already had a pretty good collection, but I started listening to certain individuals passing on bottles I probably should have picked up, and I was kicking myself for. And then some that I picked up because of, and like you were saying, not everybody has the same palate, and we all like different things, but it's always good to get that information out there. And which is funny is because today I was on with Trev and Will Hendo.
Yeah.
And we were all, and damn it, somebody else. And I apologize if you're on here, and I can't think right now. But Kelsey, I was on with those three, and we were talking about how today, how different distillers and distilleries, like Dixon Deadman, going to another distillery or leaving Kentucky Owl and not knowing if Kentucky Owl is going to continue, but with a different flavor profile, because the same person ain't doing it, and how we feel about those distilleries, not choosing not to keep maybe some, those, some people like that, a Dixon Deadman Dixon Deadman in their company to have that, because that's what we kind of already kind of know and what we buy. And so some companies who let certain people go, and they go to different places, like Marianne Eves, who was with Castle on Key.
Yeah.
Marianne Eves, and now she's with that Tennessee, what is it, Sweetens Cove, working with them to build up that brand. Just different master distillers just jumping around, and we're going to try to figure out, like, okay, is it going to be different? Is it going to be better? Or is it going to be the same? And then some of the distilleries that are just basically brands, like a Sweetens Cove or a Blue Run, that, how do we know without buying it, is it worth the dollar value that they put on it, just because of a distiller moves, or a blender moves to another company to make a product. So it was a pretty good conversation, but this community has been so awesome and inviting. One of the first channels, the first channel I jumped on was Whiskey Encore, and Cheech has been amazing. He opens his channel up for everybody to come on and speak their mind. And live then Livewire the next day, I jumped on theirs. I said, man, I'm jumping on everybody's because it's cool, because everybody so far has been so inviting. You have those channels that are pretty, I guess, I don't want to say big, but they're pretty closed off to, because they have their brand or they have their thing in what they do, and it's fine. Because just like anybody else, just like you, just like myself, nobody owes anybody anything. But it's pretty cool that there are channels out there that open up and say, hey, come on, let everybody know who you are. And I'm definitely, I haven't started streaming yet. But when I start, I'm definitely going to use the Livewire Whiskey and Whiskey Encore model. I'm pretty sure they got it from somebody else. like Scotch Down Under
Yeah.
and others,
And
that are pretty inviting and allow people to, especially, newer channels like myself and others to come on and say, hey, what's up, everybody? You don't have to listen to or hang on to every word. Suck it.
that's it. There he is.
But it would, but it's maybe a different take, a different point of view on what we do as, reviewing whiskeys. It's pretty cool. It's been pretty cool so far.
I think, that's the thing, man. It's like, we're all relatively new in this. I mean, I've been since, I guess, 1st of March. Me and Jenny started the channel 1st of March. And so basically it's been, just every week something. And it's awesome that, one of my favorite channels, man, all time is Livewire Whiskey because of the open forum. We can get on there and we can talk bad about each other, and make fun of each other and chug and do everything that we do there. And that is one of the best channels for new people that are into Whiskey Tube to go to, because you'll get to see all these other channels.
Yeah.
And you get to learn, and you can subscribe, and, you get Whiskey Mountains, you get you get me, you get Shane, just Storytime, Cheech, everybody, it's always, and, Cheech is stream late night like that on Fridays and Saturdays. And he follows, I guess, the junkies and stuff too, that, there's great people on there too. So, it's easy now. It's easier, I think, or I just couldn't find it to start when I got into this. These channels that you can go to and you're like, oh, who's that? Let's check them out. For us, it was more of a search thing, just see what whiskey or bourbon, that you can find. But no, it's been good that way. I mean, for me, it's just about sharing. There's a good channel, guys, Whiskey Corner. Yeah. But yeah, it's awesome. I love the interaction that we do with each other, stuff like this. It's just, to me, it's just a lot of fun. But that's the thing. I just wanted to celebrate that tonight and talk about it, and we'll have other people jump on here shortly. Yeah, there's Independent Joe's channel, guys. Jump on there, sub it.
Appreciate you, Cheech.
Yeah, there's John T. All right.
What are you drinking right now? Every channel, like, I haven't been on your channel, but every channel I always pop open a new bottle. Here, today I'm going to pop open for the first time Old Carter 13-year. This is their bourbon whiskey, so I can.
Wow.
I don't think the focus is up. Oops. But
that's all right. If anybody's ever watched Whiskey Knows, they know about Old Carter. I'll promise you. But yeah, we can check that out, because that's a hitter bottle, man.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's good.
No, it's good. So how long have you had that bottle?
I've had this for like 6 months.
No kidding.
Yeah, I haven't opened it. So
now, how did you walk into that? Did you find that at a store, or did you have to do some work to get one? Or, because I know that's right now, that's the cream of the crop. I'm just always asked, because it's not in Tennessee.
Over here in California, we got a couple of pretty good. Excuse me. We have a couple of pretty good stores that have decent bottles. It's just a lot of times, Old Carter and those type of bottles, Kentucky Owl, they're pretty expensive. So,
yeah, I mean, no, I'd just like to find one. I've been fortunate enough to try several, but and have people send me some good samples. But that the blending and stuff that Mark and Sherry Carter do, and I'm sure everybody's sick of hearing it because not a lot of people can find it. It's just special. It's just special.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah, man. Here's to you, man. Thanks for coming on.
You put us both on screen.
Oh, I guess I could, couldn't I? It's just the Old Carter, man. It's hard to not look at.
Oh yeah. Cheers, brother.
Yeah, man. Back at you. Yeah, Mike Franklin sub. Thank you, Mike, for subbing to Independent Joe. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
the
really
Moose.
good.
Yeah. So talk about that Talk about that flavor and stuff you get on the nose on that bottle. I want you to, yeah, because that's special.
Yeah. Definitely a deep dark cherry on this one. Some really nice flavors coming through. I shouldn't have drank it first. I should have went through the nose first because
That's okay. Hey, dude,
what's on my
that's all
tongue.
right, man. Get on it. Just get on it. Thank you, Cheech.
Yeah, this one's really rich in flavor. Really deep, chocolatey flavors on it. Got some nice cherry Coke. It's really nice, really nice. This I've had Old Carter, but I've never had the 13-year. A couple of friends of mine had, and so far, really good.
Yeah, have you had the rye?
I have not. No.
I've got a sample of it. It's a hitter, man. It's really good. You get a little bit of that mint note, but not overpowering on the back end. But no, it's phenomenal. It's really good. Hey, I'm gonna bring you on somebody that's a good friend of mine, Jody, the Bourbon Bounty. Guys, welcome, Bourbon Bounty.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, brother?
Hey, man. How you doing, Jody? You doing okay?
Doing all right. I did a quick setup of the studio, so I had to put on the.
Yeah, sorry.
Headphones.
It took me a minute to get that to you.
Oh,
It's
that's
been
fine.
crazy. It's crazy. Here we go. The corner. Great job. Thank you, man, for doing that. Yeah, guys, sub to Bourbon Bounty if you haven't. We did a live stream celebrating his 500 subs 2 weeks ago, and it was a whole lot of fun. So he puts out great content. We're going to try to do some more live stuff together. Me and Jody's been going back and forth a little bit, trying to do some Thursday night intro. Jody, talk about that for a second.
Yeah, that's there's 4 YouTubers. All of them have over 1,000 subs. Some of them have more. They put together a channel called Clouds and Stouts, and we're going to do a pre-party for their show before they go live at 8 o'clock. Well, it'd be 9 o'clock Eastern. So I'm going to start about 6:45 and run them up until they go live.
Yeah. So we're going to basically do a pre-show kickoff every week as much as we can. I was telling Jody earlier, I'll be in Kentucky this coming weekend. Hopefully the weather and everybody wears masks and we'll be okay. So we've not been up there as a whiskey family yet. So we've been up there for other things, weddings and stuff like that. But I'm really looking forward to this trip. But it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, me and Jody will keep you posted with links and stuff and thumbnails as that begins to start and take off. Are you going to go ahead and kick it off this Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'll do it solo this Thursday.
Yeah.
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 And Crazy Ann, she knows. She's sharing the link out. She's got us covered.
I love Crazy Ann. So, Joe, let me ask you. Let me get back to you real quick. Have you bought any new bottles in the last couple of weeks that you're thrilled to have, or you've been something that you just said, I want to pick this up? Or
I just picked this one up last night. It's
Garrison
the Brothers, the
Texas.
Laguna Madre.
Wow.
Yeah, Texas. I've been meaning to try it. I also just bought the Guadalupe. The Guadalupe bottle also. So I bought these in the past couple of days. So I'm excited to taste them. I haven't tasted them yet. I'm probably going to do a review with these two, the Garrison Brothers Honeydew, and the Balmeria, and kind of compare them. Maybe that's what I'll send you, Marty, and we can kind of go over it together.
Yeah, man, I'd love to do that with you. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I see that Garrison Brothers here at B&B some, but nothing like special like that. I've seen, I think, a yellow wax one and maybe a green. I may be wrong, Joe, but
that's this one, the Honeydew.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've seen it. I've not had it. Jody, have you had any of those?
The only one I've had is the black, and I have a bottle of it right here behind me somewhere. Yeah, let me grab it real quick.
Sure.
I should have poured some of it. I didn't know we were going to be talking about Garrison Brothers. Yeah, it's the small batch. That's the only one I have.
Okay. You like it pretty well?
Yeah, it's good. I just I bashed them a little bit because of the price on it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
They're right at $100, I guess. Other than
Yeah.
what Joe's got there in the
This
special.
this one right here is at around $80-$90 for the honey, and it's 40% ABV, which is crazy to me.
Wow.
Yeah, this is 47%. I paid 119 for that.
Yeah.
Cool. I've not had it. I've seen it, but like I said, I've not had any of them. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. I'm almost on this kick, man. If I find something, I don't want to spend more than $100 right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just there's things that's we're getting to the fall and the winter months to where the big stuff will start hitting. So
Yeah.
you kind of got to be prepared for that a little bit. I'm
Definitely.
really. Oh yeah, the old
Definitely
Forster
like 1920.
Yeah, this is what I'm sipping on right now.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
man, 115.
Yeah, that is some good juice right there.
Yeah, that's a hitter, no doubt. But no, I'm really looking forward to the new Stag Junior. It's hitting a lot of places, and I've been told it's not going to hit Tennessee till November.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't
Well,
know
I'm
if
gonna drive to Tennessee when it hits. I can't get crap here in North Carolina with the ABC.
yeah, well, hell, yeah. In South Carolina, stores are so high.
You have the store pick right there, Yellowstone. That's a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, my wife picked that up on the road in Tennessee, actually.
Yeah, really like those ones.
Yep. It's pretty good. And she picked up the Heaven's Door store
Which
pick.
one? Yeah,
Oh my God, though. This thing is hot like a firecracker. It's 126 proof.
straight bourbon. I've got the double barreled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. This is if you put a few drops of water in it, you can actually pull some notes out of it. But otherwise, that sucker is hot like a drag racing engine, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. No, those are getting better to find, but that's a Tennessee whiskey anyway, technically. So I can find those pretty good. I really want to try the Redbreast finish.
Well, they're calling it straight bourbon whiskey, so it has to
Yeah.
be 51% or more corn. It has to be aged right. It has to be,
Yeah. It makes
all that.
sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does, no doubt. But no, I've not. I think really the only thing I've picked up in the last week or three is I had it Friday was the Rebel Cast Strength.
Mm-hmm.
It's a store pick and it's good. I recommend it. It's 120 proof. It's what we've got in the glass right now, and it's got a really nice flavor, fruit note. It's kind of like a cherry cola. It's got a little bit of barrel to it, but it's only 5 years old, so it's not going to knock you down with the oak. But no, it's a great sipper for sure. That's why I wanted to pour it tonight.
Have y'all had the smoke wagon?
Yeah, I've got probably 6 of them.
Yeah. I got
I got a few of those.
the uncut, unfiltered. That's my favorite cigar bourbon now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uncut filter's great. Joe's got some. I know we've talked about them on other streams.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm actually just throw a plug on September 22nd, that Wednesday at 9. It's just when he could do it, but I'm having Aaron Chepnick on from Smoke Wagon.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
That'll be a killer stream. I hate to bump into Mash and Drum, but that's when he said he could do it, and I said okay. So we'll make that happen. We should have some good giveaways that night too. They're supposed to be sending me some stuff in the mail, so we'll see. So that'll be a lot of fun for sure. Joe's psychotic. Hey Busey, sorry buddy, I didn't mean to miss you, man. If I missed you up there, I'm sorry. The Jason Buse is loose. But yeah, this is a great bottle. It really is. On the palate, it's got heat instantly. That 120 hits you, and then it doesn't have real oily content to it. It just kind of sits there, and it's all up front. The back end gives you a little bit of that black pepper, but you get that cherry fruit note pretty much start to finish, which I think is really good. And especially in a 5-year-old whiskey, it's hard to get a whole lot from it. But no, it's really really good. Hey, Top Shelf Dustin. Yeah, I if you see it, I do recommend it for sure. But let's see what else have we gotten lately. The smoke wagons had to go to those clear bottles because
Yes.
they can't get the colored bottles right now. And there's if any of you have them, have you read them? They tell you on the bottle this is not a special bottle.
Yeah.
It
And still
tells
some
you that.
people are trying to sell it as a special bottle.
Oh yeah, and it's literally just just a clear bottle. It's gorgeous with the white and gold on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You must be well into North Carolina. I live about 15 minutes from the Tennessee line, so I go over there now.
Yeah, I'm in Winston Salem area.
Yep, I know exactly. You're about 3 hours from me.
Yep, Tobaccoville.
The Buse. Yeah, I mean it's yeah. I recommend any Rebel now. I mean and if you see the Rebel Yells, grab those too if you like to collect because you're not going to see those anymore because apparently that was a Civil War something. I think that they decided, hey, this isn't right. We need to do away with that. So whatever. I don't care.
I just saw in Total Wine, they have boxes and boxes of Rebel Yell 100. So I don't know if they just got them or if they just had them in stock, but I know that they're barely selling those.
Top Shelf. I tell you what's funny about that is the Tennessee Taster rye from Jack Daniels. Every now and then I would find some that were written in blue ink instead of the green ink, and apparently it's a big deal too. DC wanted the one I had, so I sent it to DC. Actually, he just lives up the street, literally like 30 minutes, so I took it to him. And but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he just wanted to have it, and I was like, I don't care. Yeah, it's yours. Hey, everything's spicy, guys. That's a great channel. We all part of it. Feels awesome.
Phil's a legend.
He is. Man. Cheers, down
Cheers, Phil.
Yeah, cheers to Phil, man. 17 pack of chip. Yeah, Sherry G's in the house. Hey, Sherry, how'd the Dolphins do today? I don't know. I haven't looked. I'm not trying to be a smart aleck. I hope they won or whatever. But yeah, let me know, Sherry.
Well, they have a chance since Brady's not there anymore.
That's true. Yeah, for sure.
Now, we were talking about the printing in different ink or whatever.
Sure.
Baseball cards. I mean, misprinted baseball cards can
Billy
go.
Ripken.
But man, I'm more about the juice in the bottle than what color ink they use to write 64, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I have a bottle from Bone. The Bone. What are they called? Backbone Bourbon.
Backbone. Yeah.
I have their
15, Backbone.
Yeah, I have their 15-year, and they forgot to fill out all the markings on it. I actually emailed the distillery and the makers of it. Emailed me back and told me what bottle it may be, and they were pretty surprised that one of them got out of their stock without any markings on it. Somebody told me not to drink it, but it's like, well, I mean, I'm not here to watch the bottle.
That's right, man. That's right.
So,
yeah, Leon and Tricia. Hope y'all had a great trip. That's a great new channel, guys. Whiskey Eyes Cheech has dropped the link. Please go sub. They are awesome. They are very community in the middle
and
of
the
it.
The good thing with that channel is Leon stays awake for those reviews.
That's right. That's right. There you go, Jen. Awesome. No, it's awesome. Yeah, Moose Cow doing great. That's awesome. But no, that's Smoke Wagon is like Jody said, man. You talking about a great cigar whiskey? That uncut. You said the uncut, right?
Uncut, unfiltered. Yeah.
Yeah, the uncut's good. There's a sweetness to those on that back end. It's just hard to explain.
Well, it's one of the fewer ones that I get a heavy dose of leather out of on the back, on the finish.
Yeah.
And you don't get that much. Now, of course, it's MGP juice.
Sure.
But they blend and they age and all that. So
listen, you go to Aaron's Instagram page.
Mm-hmm.
and he's sitting there with samples and scales and stuff, and talking about this new batch that's coming out, and it's mind blowing to think, how in the hell does he do all this? You know, to me, it'd be like, here, pour this, let me try it, and I'll tell you if it's good or not. You know, just but he's weighing it out. He's getting the right servings and stuff in those tasters, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but it's awesome to watch him do it. I'll Trey, all right, man. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I love it. I do. I guess I've got a January release bottle somewhere back here. But yeah, I do like it a whole lot. Hey, Craig, thanks for coming in, buddy. But no, that's pretty much the new ones I've got. The tasting I did Friday on the live stream, I did Weller 12 Special Reserve and Antique 107, and what I thought they were on the taste and the nose, I had them set out. I wasn't even in the ball game. 107 smoked off all the other two. I mean, just it blew my mind. I really thought 12 year was going to put it over the top with that heavy oak finish, but it didn't. The 107 was just so much better.
Yeah, Antique 107 is fantastic, and the CYPB is just it. You know, it's a little better than that, but you're on your way with that Antique 107. It's awesome if you can get it for a fair price.
Yeah, I can get. It's usually around $65 to $75 here when it hits. So I think it's worth that. That's close to. I think MSRP is what 62 or something for it. Joe, can you get it there in California? Or
Antique is pretty accessible, but we can't get it for anything less than 120.
That's one of them you buy it and you go easy on it. Because it's good. But we need to get you some hand delivered if that's the case for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. $49.99. Okay, that's a great deal.
If I could find it for $49.99, I'd buy 3 or 4 of them. All at once. But
no doubt, man. That's for sure. But no,
I like the 107 a lot better than the 12 year.
I was surprised. It really beat it pretty good for me, and so
I ain't gonna lie, Marty. I was surprised when you thought that the winner was Special Reserve.
Because I've always loved it. That was the one that I always had that my dad always tried to get, and I was like, I know how sweet that one is, and I kept trying to get that, and I was like, no. And then the 107's heat is just not over the top hot.
Yeah, it's
so I kept thinking, this is what this is. This is what, and I was, man. But that's the fun in doing it,
Yeah.
It just made it a lot more fun for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know, man. It's just it's just hard to. I don't know. It's just hard to be right with some of this stuff when you think until you do it.
Oh yeah, I think Jason during that when we were doing the blind, Jason called Whistle Pig. He said, "Oh, this must be what do you call it? Buffalo Trace." He goes, "I think this is Buffalo Trace." I'm like, I was just thinking in my head. I was like, "Man, that is like
so what
opposite spectrum of Buffalo Trace."
You're right. It's like it was out there. You're like, really?
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, not making fun of him at all. I'm just saying.
No, I agree.
It's just when we're doing these binds and we're doing these, it's just like some of the profiles. It's like you find traces in every, different whiskeys and bourbons. You just sometimes find those commonalities that confuse you.
Yeah, and then it's like you said though, when you do that too, we all have those special notes we all love. I know Jody does, I know I do, and I know you do. That when that note hits, you're like, okay, this is a hold on to. Let's get deeper into it. Let's talk more about it. But Whistle Pig is one that I've not been able to fall in love with, and of course I've not had Boss Hog and all that stuff. But I've had up to 12 year, I think, and I just think there's, in my opinion, better stuff out there for less money.
Yeah, well, the bottle that got me into Whistle Pig was the Boss Hog. I went and bought one, and then I bought some of their 10 years and their 12 year, and I think the only one I like is the Boss Hog.
Yeah, that's the hype one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom loves the 10-year. She puts a little ice in hers. She
Uh-huh.
likes that rye a lot. But she likes Eagle Rare, and she's big on Sazerac rye. She kind of goes in a
wow.
little circle of stuff. So
That's an
but
expensive taste right there.
it
Yeah.
is. Well, but I tell you what, man, those bottles. I mean, I
Oh, wait a
can
minute.
get
Are you talking about the 18-year rye or the regular Sazerac rye?
the regular Sazerac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
the
that bottle
clear
too.
bottle.
It's decent. It's not bad.
It's you know what though, man. I went to it about 2 weeks ago one night. I was sitting on the back porch and I said, "Hey, let me hit this," and I did, and I really didn't like it at that moment,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
weird.
and-
Which is weird. Hey,
No, that's not. That's
Shane.
not weird. That's not weird at all.
Yeah, just it's like, but you know what though? Me and Jenny did a Bibb and Tucker review back in the winter, and I couldn't stand it. I was like, this is this. But I went back to it, and I like it.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. That's how much fun it is.
I
Yeah,
tell you
no,
what.
It's probably one of those bottles that you use for maybe your old fashions or your Manhattans or whatever.
Yeah,
To bring out that flavor,
absolutely.
especially with the rye.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Well, one of the best ryes I've had is one they sent to me unsolicited from Mammoth Distilling. It was a Mammoth Woolly Rye. That is some really good stuff.
Do you have it behind you?
It's on the other shelf because it's not a 750 milliliter bottle. They
Kara,
sent me a little.
Cheers, Kara.
Yeah, they just sent you a little sample of it, to a 4-ounce sample or something like that.
Like a 350 or a little less.
Cool.
It was a little pint bottle, what we used to hip pocket bottle. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, right now I'm partial, and it's because I can find it, and I have hand delivered so many, and I can maybe keep that train going as long as they're still. But the warehouse is now out, so there's no more to get this year, I think, unless the stores here have them all. But that Tennessee Taster Rye, man, I'm telling you, y'all have heard me talk about it. I put it in the decanter back here. I'm head over heels with it. 127.4 proof, I think, is what it is. 2 drops of water in that baby, and the next thing you know, man, it's pure candy. I mean, it's just, but it'll hit you, man. It's almost like drinking Obtainium. You take a couple pours of that, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, time out. Somebody needs to order me some Taco Bell or something to get something in here.
Have you had the Jack Daniel's special release rye?
I think DC sent me a sample of it, and I've had just a little bit. I just kind of baby it. Yeah, I've got it right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, what's the proof on that one you got, Joe?
Well, I got 5 of them.
Do they
132.5 is, I think, the lowest proof I have. I think I have
Okay.
a couple of 133s.
Okay, mine's 132. But no, I mean it's weird, man. A lot of people throw a lot of this this Jack Daniels and Dickel stuff under the bus, and
Yeah.
sometimes I do like it. I do. I mean, it just it
It
works.
depends on the blend, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that Cascade Hollow, their process,
Yeah,
but some of the blends that come out, like I think Blue Run has a little bit of Tennessee in it, and a lot of people that really don't like Sweetens Cove, but I've met a lot of people that do.
yeah, Sweetens Cove's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with that one.
The one that what's that, Copper Tongue?
That one I don't like.
I don't either. And the money you're going to spend on that bottle. I mean, there's people we've seen in Whiskey Tube that are spending $200 or $300 to have this thing, and I'm like, man, hold on, Joe, let me bring that up so everybody can see what that is. Yeah, it's a gorgeous bottle and label, but
yeah, it's one of their orphan barrels. So you would think that they would a 16-year blend.
Yeah,
or is it? No, it's
16.
straight bourbon whiskey.
I think it's 16.
So this is not even a blend. This is just straight 16-year-old cask strength. So which at a cask strength, I think maybe some of the fault is at the proof, which is at 89.3, I think 89.8. I think a lot of the flavor that isn't that's not coming through, or you're not getting some of the sweet flavors. I think it's just so at cask strength. I just think that's kind of low for a cask strength whiskey, bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, and David, I mean, Aiden, I totally agree with that on the Blue Run. I just think it's priced itself out of the league. I just
Yeah. Well, the thing with that it also is for everybody who doesn't want to pay it. There's so many people that do, and they sell out in their bottles within minutes, like within 30 minutes or so. They're sold out on their bottles, especially like on seal bags.
yeah,
So
yeah. You get that email and you try to get on there and dude, it's gone.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I missed the rye that came out last week, and luckily Big Vic, he actually got me a bottle, and so I ordered him a couple of bottles to trade for it. So I'll be having that one to try out and probably review on it.
good.
So that was awesome of Big Vic to do that.
Is obscene in their web. Yeah. Was it okay? No, it was Jason C. Mash and Drum. I think Joe saw it. I don't know if Jody saw it, but he did his take on it and read the bottle. And I think it's the guy that was the Four Roses master distiller that's now part of that Blue Run or over that,
Yeah.
and was talking about what the bottle said and how it was so off the reservation. I don't want to say misleading, but off the reservation.
That's a nice
This is
color.
the best whiskey, and you remember that, Joe? He said something. It was just crazy about it. This is just,
Yeah.
It just makes you not want to like it right off the bat. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are you drinking now, Joe?
Oh, I poured a little of that Garrison Brothers small batch. Look at the color on that thing.
Oh yeah.
That
They're
is
for being
dark.
so young, all their whiskeys and their bourbons are like crazy dark.
Well, it's that Texas heat, man. You can't age it without a little tannin coming out in it, and that's what I banged them for a little bit on the review. It's not bitter, but I can get that tannin, out of that wood in it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. So, Jody, I was asking Joe. We talked about it before you jumped on. What inspired you, or who inspired you when you decided to get into the whiskey tube stuff? Who was the channels that you watched or influenced you to buy certain bottles or anything like that? Back, when you first started, who was those people? Can you remember?
Man, you know what? I'm in my 50s, so YouTube wasn't around when I'd cut my teeth on this shit. It's pardon my French, but
No, that's all right.
now my dad was a fan of bourbon, and a lot of people in my family, but there were a few people in my family who were alcoholics and it struggled with it, and I didn't get into it for a long time. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to go down that path. I'm not going to, do that. And then as I got older, I was like, I think I can handle this. I mean, you see, these would all be empty and I would be dead on the floor,
Sure.
I can leave it alone when I need to. And, but I really, really enjoy the flavor of whiskey, especially bourbon. I don't enjoy Scotch all that much when it's peaty, when it's not too peaty. I'm okay. It just tastes, some of the Scotch. I mean, I know I'm a bourbon guy, but it just tastes like I put the cigar the wrong way in my mouth sometimes. With some of that stuff. And but I started getting into it, and of course, the bourbon laws and everything intrigued me. I work for a large insurance company. I do compliance and I read legal documents all day. So I like that stuff. I mean, I'm a geek, when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And, I like to know that this cannot have added color to it. You know,
Right.
I like to
I
know.
would, man. Yeah.
Right. And so I've always had a really good palate. And when I really started getting into it, I guess there was a few channels early on that I kind of watched. And I'm sorry, I cannot think of the name of them right now. But I'd probably piss them off if I couldn't think of their name. Um,
There's probably
Fred
live
Minnick,
whiskey or something.
you know, Fred Minnick's one that's been around a little bit that you know has made a name for himself, but he also put in a lot of work
Yeah.
to
No,
do it
he
too.
does. I like Fred. A lot of people, I won't say a lot, but some people aren't fans, and that's fine. That's,
Yeah.
we're all doing different things. But I do think Fred is like Jason C. I do think he has an honesty about his reviews. And, you watch him do the Sweetens Cove with Peyton and Cooper Manning, and he kind of tells them, hey, it's okay. It's not the best thing I've ever had for $200.
Yeah, but
Right.
he actually attributed the flavor to the price though, because what he was saying was, I like it, but I don't like the price. The price and the flavor don't match. But you could say that anybody can say that about anything. I mean, this right here is almost a $200 whiskey
Yeah.
bourbon. Some people might not want to spend that much, and that's okay. And I'm not comparing Old Carter to Sweetens Cove, but I'm just saying that everybody's profile is different, and I think Fred at that time, because I saw that interview also, and it just seemed like he wasn't straightforward and just said, "Hey, man, that flavor is not $200." He
Right.
just said that the price is what was holding him back as far as
Yeah.
promoting.
Well, and when that bottle first hit last year, I think it was last year in the fall, heavy here.
Yeah.
You look at the label, you look at the bottle, you look at where they're getting it from in Tennessee. I guess that Tennessee part kind of works with Knoxville and the Vols, but
Yeah.
there's no Peyton Manning color to it. There's no Tennessee orange. There's no Denver Broncos. There's not really. I don't know. I guess you want something. You want something more from it because everybody knows it's Peyton Manning's.
Oh, okay.
It's I don't know. It's kind of weird. Either but you'll also have the other half that don't want any of his stuff on it. And
I see what you mean.
There's
because on Heaven's Door they have musical symbols on there and
Yeah.
stuff for
Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah.
something else we haven't talked about either, is mouthfeel. And when you get a really, really nice, now just because it's old doesn't mean it's going to have that mouthfeel, but when you get a really well-aged bourbon, it's going to have this silky velvet feel to it. And some of these bourbons, like even the one I'm drinking now for $120 doesn't have that soft velvet, with all those notes coming out, and you just know you're tasting something special,
Right. No, I agree. You got everybody wants them. On a especially a high dollar like that poor Joe just poured right there, man. There's a mouthfeel to Old Carter. I don't care if it's American whiskey, bourbon, or there's a mouthfeel there that just. It almost takes your breath away for just a second. Like, what in the hell's going to follow this? Because this is spectacular.
Yeah,
just,
and this one's at 120 proof, so I definitely don't want to
Hail
go.
me, Joe.
Well, the
Old man
closest,
Joe?
let's see, the closest thing I have to a good mouthfeel is this Elijah Craig 18.
Yeah, I like that one.
And it's really all about the feel and how those Elijah Craig Heaven Hill notes, are coming through a little softer, but they're, it tastes expensive. I don't know how to put my finger on that, but it
Jody,
does.
is that Russell's 13 over your left shoulder? Is that what that is?
No,
There's
that's the
a
10-year.
10
I
year.
can't see. Okay,
Yeah.
because I just wonder what the mouthfeel is on that 13. Because I've
No,
not
I don't
had
know.
it.
I haven't had it
Have
either.
you had it, Joe?
When I went and bought this yesterday. I was talking to my guy at Total because he kind of lets me know when something's coming in. And he goes, "Is there anything else I can hold for you if something comes in?" I said, "Well, if you ever get that Russell's 13 year in, let me know." And he's like, "Oh shit, we got that last week, and I don't think we're getting any more."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn it, I should have came in last week."
Yeah, but you know what? Y'all
Because they were selling it at $70, and I don't think you're going to find that for $70 anywhere.
I just, man, I don't know. Is that a one and done run? Because the
I heard it
stores
wasn't.
here, got like 3 bottles. I mean, it wasn't like they got a case or 5 cases or nothing, but it was like 3 bottles, and we've got one store here that they're just holding on to them, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what, because I told the owner of the store, I said, listen, I said you need to, if you do anything, you need to watch the reviews on this stuff, because I don't think you're going to really gain a lot of price on rarity and flavor on this bottle. I said, I think you need to sell. I mean, I was just trying to talk him into selling them, but I just didn't understand it. I was like, they're going to make it again. It's not, I don't know.
Well, the problem is secondary is blowing up on it, and they're selling that bottle for $300 and $400 and $500. And there's crazy people that are out there buying it, which is just driving that market price up. And
it's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna spend that much. I might buy it for 120, but I think that's as far as I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden said he thought it was thin. For a 13 year, man, you got to have some oil. I think a little bit. Because if not, to me, I don't know.
This old Carter right here is 13 years in. It's if it doesn't come anywhere near as close, I mean, especially being at 13 years old, and as far as flavor profile, of course it's not going to taste the same. It's going to have that wild turkey funk, maybe some other flavors added to, or different flavors for it. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying this 13-year old Carter. It's really nice.
It's good.
Thank you for cracking it on my channel, man. That's badass. I'm just saying, because I know how much I've had of old Carter and how much I love it, and if I ever see it, I'm all over it. There's no doubt about it. Is that do you have other bottles of it, Joe, or is that your first one?
This is my first one, and now it's actually turned. I'll probably buy another one if I see it. And it doesn't have to be the 13-year. I just want to taste different ones. Old Carter.
Yeah, David said Russell 13 for $70 to $100 all day. Yeah, secondary, no way. I agree, man. I don't like chasing something that's brand new on secondary. That's just, to me, that's a problem.
Now, whiskey, you going to Louisville, right?
Yeah, I'm heading Thursday.
Yeah, when I was in Louisville, that's where I picked up that Pinhook and a couple other bourbons.
Yeah.
There's a place on Market over there, Evergreen. Now, I spent way too much money in there, but I was, $15, $20, $30 pours. Yeah. And I got to try the old Carter. They had some Pappies. We tried those. And that's,
How much were the old Carters, Joe? Do you remember?
25 or $30.
That's reasonable, I think.
I mean, they give you a full ounce,
That's a 1 ounce pour?
In a snifter.
Okay. Well, I guess that's that's not a whole lot. That's a couple swigs and you're done.
Well, if you nurse it, it'll last.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Aiden said that if everybody saw that, he found it very disappointing. And I agree, Aiden, there's been variation in bottles from what we've seen on Whiskey Tube. Dan and Julie Light from Lifetime Whiskey, the first few pours they had, they said it was terrible, that it wasn't good. And I think they went back to it, or Dan and Julie got another bottle and said, okay, this is okay. But if Cheech is still here, I know he saw it. I think it was something like that. But their first take on it was not
Yeah.
good at all. But
Well, ECBP. I mean, look at Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. The B520 came out and everybody went freaking nutso, and now everybody's buying up ECBPs and they're not as good. I mean, they vary big time,
yeah, I love this 118 proof. It came out, man, in May. I love it. The B521, I love it. I think that is such a nice, smooth barrel proof. I think like I've got the Larceny barrel proof, and it's great, but it has so much more bite to it than the Elijah Craig does. It's still great. I mean, I'd love to have another backup of the Larceny, but the Elijah Craig 118 proof, man, I'd love it. I do, and I don't know.
I'm glad you love your Russell's 13 there, Adam. When are you going to send me my sample?
He drank it all. He chugged it, didn't you, Adam? It's chugged.
It's halfway gone, and he's supposed to send me a sample before it's at the bottom layer. I want a sample before it hits that bottom layer.
I wonder if he's chugged any of it yet, because you can have all that too.
I hope not. If you chugged it, Adam, go ahead and keep it.
All right. Old Man Joe. That's cool, Old Man Joe. I like that. That's good. Mash and Journey pick. Yeah. Saucy. I'm sipping on some old Ezra 7. I love it. Yeah, man.
Hey.
Ezra's good. Right here you go, Joe.
Yeah.
But he didn't say he's going to pour it for himself. That's what he meant.
Yeah,
Whiskey Proof, what's up? Thanks for coming on. But
and that's another thing we don't talk about enough is whiskey being very personal journey. People have different tastes. People have different things they like. They have different notes that bring back memories. That's what I like about bourbon. I grew up in the country, hunting and fishing and all that. And honeysuckle and fence rows and rabbit hunting and all that. And bourbon brings back, get a smoky, a more woody, like toasted oak bourbon, remind you of a campfire or something. The grassy bourbons, the earthy, notes in there, elicits those memories. Hey, whatever people like, man.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm trying to do better. I don't know. I can't speak for you guys, but I like higher proof stuff. And when I know I'm going to drink 3 or 4 glasses, one evening or whatever, I'm trying to do better at starting off at under 100, just to get a little taste, a little feel, because I do think if you're not careful, you're going to burn yourself out, man. So you go out to eat, or you go to a friend's and say, hey, man, I want you to try this. What do you think? Man, there's just not a whole lot there. Well, you're not used to it. You got to break it back down. You got to make sure you can understand that lower proof on the palate still. And I think it makes a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, what do y'all think?
You can. I like.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, like, Thursday night bourbon is different than Friday night bourbon. I mean,
absolutely.
And before dinner or after dinner, which is it? And but I like some. My cutoff is around 90 proof as the lowest I'll go, and up from there.
Yeah, Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think those are great, man.
When I did that fight with Livewire and the rest of the gang, they I had accidentally started them. I had to reorganize the order of how I was going to introduce them to heat, because the first one was 129 and was the highest out of all of the bourbons. And I'm like, I messed up. So when I started the order, I actually started them around 104, and then I kind of dropped down one, and then I went back up to like 100 and I think 100 and something, and then to the 129. And then maybe back down to 100 and I think 4 and 5 or 10 or something like that. So I kind of messed up when I sent that flight. But I tried to correct it in the order that we drunk it in.
Yeah, no, That was great, man. That was a great stream, dude. You were surprising the hell out of them that you'd have a next guest pop in, the next one pop in. They had no idea who was coming. That was fun to watch, man. Thanks for busting your ass to get all that to everybody too, man. That had to take a lot of time and effort and a lot of your whiskey. So thanks for doing that, man.
Yeah, I just thank all the people that jumped on, because I mean, I won't say it was last minute. I mean, they had 2 weeks. Unfortunately, one of them had to drop out, which was HBR. He didn't realize his anniversary was on that Sunday. Yeah, so that's why I did that flight with him last night. We went through the flight, and I just showed him the bottles. I didn't actually do the competition thing that we did. They had their own where they were talking about the whiskey and stuff. But some of the ones that they liked, which is kind of a testament to like the differences. Appreciate you, Adriana, and but the differences in flavor profiles, what people like. I mean, that showed it right there, because HBR and some of the ones that they said, now this is really good. On the other side, where other people were tasting, not everybody, but some of the people were like, this is disgusting. And I was like, really? It's disgusting? I was just thinking in my head, because I didn't want to give away what it was, but I was like, it's disgusting. I mean, I wouldn't send anybody disgusting. Well, I did send Orphan Barrel, but it is an Orphan Barrel, and it is a 16-year-old. So I had to send something that was maybe a little bit different than everything else. But other than that, like the Heaven's Door Red Breast cask, I enjoy it. I like it. It's not a bad one, but some people felt it wasn't good. HBR last night, they were like, wow, this is really good. And then I told them, I did the same joke I did on everybody else on the other stream, where I said, yeah, it's Michter's 25. And they're like, what? Michter's 25? And it wasn't. Of course, it's Heaven's Door. And they're like,
I want to try that Heaven's Door Red Breast. I think that's got, because I love Red Breast. I love Irish whiskey.
Yeah, and I think that finish on it, because they finish it for a year. Is
that how long it's in that Red Breast? Oh wow, yeah. I didn't know that.
So it actually soaks up a lot of it, and actually really improves on that Tennessee whiskey flavor, which I didn't, I don't have a problem with. But it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Cheers, Bourbon.
Yeah, Bourbon's. That's another channel, guys. Check out Bourbon. Check out Everything Spicy. And Ken's here, Scotch Down Under. Cheers, Ken. Good day. Good evening.
Well, here's what's happening right now.
The 15.
Some Calumet.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. That's good stuff. I've got the 14.
Oh, wow. Man. After those other two bourbons, I had to have something that would hold up. You
had to just take it to the top, man. I hear you. Yeah, man.
I'll probably have some of that with you after I finish this thing. I think I poured a little too much of this Carter.
No such thing. No such thing. No such thing.
Nope.
No such thing on that one.
Man, this is damn tasty right here.
I swear I bought my 14-year. I swear to God, 2 weeks later they put out the 15.
Well, now the 14, some people like it better. I mean, still, I've seen it go back and forth. I don't know. I chose the 15.
Yeah, no. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, cheers to Ken, man. Thanks for coming on, buddy. Rob M, man.
What's up, brother? Down under.
Yeah, down under. My Scotch buddy. Yeah, for sure. But no, I
actually, there was one weekend where I had finished a stream, slept for about an hour, and my one eye opened up for some weird reason, and I'm like, what the heck? What time is it? And then I looked. I only had been sleeping an hour, but then I got an alert that Ken was on. So I opened up the channel, and I'm like, you know what? I told him I was going to go on his channel and drink some whiskey with him. I opened up Blue Spot with him and some other ones that I had, and I drank with him there for a few hours. try to get some sleep because I was going to jump on, I think, with Whiskey Encore and the next night. And man, that was the longest 36 hours of my life. It was almost a 36 to 48 hours I was awake and had alcohol in my system. I left nowhere for those 2 days in my house. I stayed in my house. It was fun though. Even though being on channels and talking about whiskey, it's always fun coming on with great people and talking
That's
about,
fun, man. That's what I wanted tonight to be, just to celebrate, every channel that we've been part of and what got us going. Guys, I've pinned the link in the chat if you want to jump in and talk with us. Hey, Laura Spencer. But yeah, come on in, guys. We'll talk for a little bit more. Then we got to head over to Livewire Whiskey. Let's see.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm heading to bed after this.
hey, Joe, if you need to go, buddy, you go.
No, I'm good for now. I'm watching the time. We all got to
work, Yep. We're not the bourbon junkies yet, so
we're not independently wealthy.
Though. That's okay.
No, we're not. That's right. I think you're right, Joe. I like the Early Times Bottled and Bond. I can still get it here actually. So for like $32. But I like that pour. Have y'all had it?
Which is it? Early Times? Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's definitely it also comes in a liter bottle, so which is awesome. And it's like, I think it's aged like 8 years, 6 to 8 years. So it's actually good whiskey, good bourbon in that bottle. It's really good.
I think it is. I think it's good for the money. A lot of people see Early Times and get scared. Hey, but don't get scared on that one.
If I were
less
out
than $24 for a liter.
I mean, here's the deal. If I'm out hunting with somebody and we don't have anything, and they reach under their truck seat and pull out Jim Beam, I'm going to drink it.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adriana liked it for sure.
Her favorite is rye, though. She loves rye.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you ever have any rye that you want to send her a sample of, she loves.
Oh, you're talking about Adriana? Absolutely.
Adriana, yeah.
Oh, I've got a Tawakaro that's really good. I can send a sample of.
Yeah, I have. I haven't tried that one. I have a Kentucky Owl batch 1 through 4, which number 4 is the last rye. I wonder where they're going to go with that. Again, like we were talking earlier.
I don't know.
Dixon Deadman is gone, so they did the last rye. I wonder if they're ever going to revisit that or what direction they're. And that's going to be. I'm curious to see which direction to go.
I just wonder what's going to happen to Kentucky Owl. Period. I don't know how you do that, and your designer, your master has left. What do you keep that mash bill? What do you do? I personally have a problem with the price points of Kentucky Owl.
Well, and Kentucky Owl shot themselves in the foot with that confiscated bourbon. It's not good. It's not good, and that's why you see it everywhere. And they will not bring the price down on that damn thing.
Is that the one that's kind of got like a brown tint label?
Yeah, it's
like $3.50 a bottle, something like that. Ridiculous.
Something. It goes anywhere from $150 to $300, and it's about a $65 bourbon, and it's the worst thing Kentucky Owl ever put out. But it's on the shelves everywhere, and that's the only thing people know. And they end up spending money and bringing it home, and then going, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah,
if I were Kentucky Owl, I'd pull that crap off the shelf.
Well, somebody's buying it, I guess.
Well,
it's not this old boy. It's not this old scooter right here. I promise you that, because I'm like everybody else. I think I tell you what, I've got a picture on my Instagram where I did pay for a taste of it. And I had the bottle there beside of it and tried it, and I thought it was okay. But the price point, no way.
Mm-hmm.
No way. Let me bring in another superstar legend, Rob McCorkle.
Cheers, boys.
Hey, buddy.
Cheers.
How's everybody doing?
Cheers, brother.
We're so good. We got to sit on our hands so we don't wave at everybody.
Oh yeah, there you go. There it is.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
some
there it is.
Calumet 15 with you. Oh, what is that?
Show, hold on
That
there,
the,
Rob. Show that bottle,
confiscated?
Rob.
That's confiscated.
Confiscated?
$114 at the Virginia ABC when I was down there working.
114. Not
Yeah.
not horrible.
Yeah, I can still get that there too. 'Cause I'm
No.
only about 15
No.
minutes from that.
So it like Jody said, for $65, it's a winner all day long. All day long. But in
65.
context with the stream tonight, I just wanted to thank Marty for some of the bottles he helped me get, and Daniel H with this one.
Mm.
And
Oh, yeah.
Marty helped me secure this one as well,
Oh yeah.
and this one.
Yeah.
All hand delivered. This one, a C920, a Weller Special Reserve.
You must be talking about some other Marty. There it is, right there,
Uh-huh.
baby. There it is.
I just wanted to jump on and say thank you very much, because without you and your connections and the whiskey tube at large, I wouldn't have many of these bottles. So Marty, thank you very
You
much.
got it, man. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. So has the Stag Junior been the hitter for you of those, or?
So I'm sipping it. I'm treasuring it because it's very likely I might not see another one here in
Yeah, you will.
Western
Don't worry about
Pennsylvania.
that. You may not see that batch, that season, or you can call it, but that's okay.
But I'm going to go back to it right now. I was just in my Infinity bottle, which is mostly, I call it the Marty McLeod blend. It's
So
mostly
Todd.
Dickel and Knob Creek, but it's a good one.
There you go, buddy.
Let's see here. I have another glass down here. Somewhere, maybe. Maybe I know. Well, I'll just use this one.
Well, about 2 months ago, you broke half of them.
Well, no, that was fucking Adam and
Stall.
I blame them totally.
Oh yeah, Todd. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to go so fast. Thanks for coming on. There's another great channel, guys. 21090. You'll learn something about craft beer and whiskey and music. Hit them up. Yeah. Oh man. So Rob, everything going okay? I know you stay busy with work and on the road, man.
Yeah, haven't had a day off in, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, see how long you can do it. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
You know what? I kind of like it this way because it doesn't, I never get a chance for the anxiety about having to go to work. It doesn't build up because I'm always at work. So
I got
it'll be
you.
all right. It'll come back sooner or later, but it's, I've been busy. You said something a little bit earlier, Marty, about, backing off on your spending, and I've been kind of doing the same thing. I think I broke a record. I have not spent a dime on whiskey in,
36 hours.
I bet you it's 3 weeks.
Whoa.
That's good, man.
That's
I
a
think.
record for me.
I would go into anxiety attacks if it were.
It's crossed my mind to start buying the Scotch and the Irish and all that stuff, but I've passed on that too. Have you guys seen the I think it's by Wild Turkey, but they're in 375s. But they're like $40, $50. I don't remember the name of it though. They hit Pennsylvania and flew off the shelves. It's in a 375. It's Wild Turkey juice, but I'm not sure where
if
it's coming
Daniel's still here, Daniel may know. Daniel knows a lot about Wild Turkey stuff more than me.
but I'd have to go back and look into it. But now I'm curious about it. Marty, the Russell's 13 slipped through my hands. It hit Western Pennsylvania when I was on the eastern side of the state, and then it hit the eastern side of the state when I was on the western side of the state. So I missed it. the Pennsylvania website does say that there's still more coming, but you
Yeah,
guys
who knows? I'm like,
camping for it.
I may be like James. James, we've all talked about it. You know, Joe and Jody and James and people in the chat, we've all kind of brought it up and talked about it. I'm almost to the point now where I don't even care.
I don't either. If I can
You
get
know?
it for 70, I'm going to, because my suspicion is I'll find it in Maryland or West Virginia in my travels. But
Yeah.
but it's going to be $100 down there. I guarantee it. And
I'm just,
you know,
I mean, we talked about, you know, Joe did too, and Jody's seen it. The reviews, it's just, man, it's so hit or miss. It's either great, good, or just I can pass.
and those aren't single barrels, right? That's a blend, isn't it?
I don't really know. Hell, I'm not
pretty
looked
sure
enough
they're
into it.
Which one?
The 13 Russells.
13.
Oh, is that a blend? I don't know.
I don't
I
believe so.
Is
It doesn't say single
though?
barrel on the, it doesn't say single barrel on it, but I think it's just small
I'm not sure.
batch. I think it's a
I
small
thought it was
batch.
a small batch. That's
Yeah.
why I'm confused on why
It is.
some might be good and some might be bad.
Well, good question.
Well, I mean, of course, there is some blending that happens, but if it's the same mash bill, different barrels, they're gonna, you know. But no, but when they don't call it a blend, but if it's not,
Yeah.
it is. David
You
says
know.
it's a blend.
And so that's why I'm a little confused. And now I'm starting to call, you know, maybe bullshit, because look at all the nonsense that went on with the latest Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Mhm.
Everybody shit on it for 2 months, and then all of a sudden, I like it.
I do too. I love it. I do.
Has anybody seen the C921
No.
yet? No,
No.
me either. Because the B521 hit Pennsylvania early in September, but I haven't seen it, or in May, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Well, here's a little
Oh, I know
tip.
210 did.
If I tell you it sucks, it's probably because I want to go buy it all up for myself.
There you go. It's like when you're at a picnic and you're the first one to taste the dessert. Don't taste.
Oh yeah, no, this sucks. Don't even.
So Todd, is that Maryland? I guess where you think that's going to hit? Is that where you're getting that, or you got maybe something? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what the proof point is. When I had Bernie Lubers on last month or month before, I guess in July, I was trying like hell. Me and DC were trying like hell to pry him out of what the proof was, and he just said he didn't know. He really didn't know. And I was like, okay. Yeah, Maryland, my guy says C921 this week. Well, if you see more than one, Todd, please.
Or
There you go.
more than two.
Or just get a case. We got a
Just get a case.
I got the Maryland Sam Houston. Man, is that son of a bitch good? Paid way too much for it, but
Yeah.
it's good. Pennsylvania, it's supposed to be hitting Pennsylvania here in the next couple weeks. For their couple barrels, I'm not sure about.
Let me take it all. That's right, buddy.
Hey, we're good for it. We'll pay you.
Russell Reserve 13 is supposed to come out again with more bottles. Hopefully, it does that. Doesn't everyone can get one? Yeah, that's true. But you know what though? I think, David, you're to your point there that these store owners, man, that aren't ABC, they know that people are asking for it. It's going to be over $100, and I'm going to tell them they can keep it.
Yeah. Luckily, the price is regulated in Pennsylvania for the most part.
Yeah.
They do, it's state regulated, but it's $69.99 MSRP for Pennsylvania. But there are certain bottles where like again, I know some folks that were getting the Elijah Craig 18 for $1.30. It was $199 in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
God, I saw it today. I saw 6 bottles today for $82.
$82 for the 18?
Yeah. I'm sorry. No. For the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof 118 proof.
Oh no. The 18-year.
Yeah.
I mean, they jacked price up on
yeah,
that
it's
thing.
out through the roof.
And I'm like I said, Pennsylvania is regulated by the state government. And again, I see some of the channels putting it out there. They paid $130 for it, $130. I'm like, oh, which friggin' state is that? Oh man,
No.
Joe.
I love
I'm
it,
not
man.
even going to say what I paid for the one behind me, but hey,
I paid Pennsylvania retail $200.
Yeah,
paid
$200.
less.
Oh, that's
We have another
that's
celebrity in the green room.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do. And he's ready to rock here in about 35 minutes. Please welcome Mike, the Hitman Stahl.
Oh, Mike Stahl. Look at him.
See-
Look how pretty he is. Good Lord.
Nice. She looks pretty.
What's shaking?
What's her name?
Hey, baby.
You got a pretty mouth.
Hey, Mike, you've met Jody from Bourbon Bounty, haven't you?
Yeah,
On
we've
my
met
stream,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure everybody knows everybody. Rob's.
I've never
Yeah.
met Rob.
Yeah, Rob's.
Is that an
Yeah.
N or an M?
Roger. I don't know. That's it. Huh? Dude. Wait,
Rob, yeah.
what?
Yeah. Hi,
Hey, old
Mike.
man
My
Joe,
name-
what's up, buddy?
I'm Joe.
I'm clearing the bar before I knock this
Hey,
shit over.
who's in the middle at the top row?
Joe.
A hero.
I've never met you, Mike, but I hear good things about you. I
God,
think you're
Todd.
subscribing to Livewire Whiskey, but I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, Livewire Whiskey is where we're at, Joe. You should
Now-
come over
now
and
I heard-
subscribe.
I heard there's a cool guy named Adam there. I might subscribe for Adam, but you know.
Yeah, do it for Adam if no one else.
That's
I'm just
funny.
kidding. Mike's the man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Adam's the one with the palate, apparently. I'm the one that eats hot.
Oh, he kicks your ass. Wow.
Yeah, bad.
Listen to Rob.
It was bad.
For the record, I'm 2-1. Hey, Todd, how's it going, man?
In a
You wouldn't
contest,
know more,
or
you'd
just
be in the Hall of Fame. So, Mike, what's coming up on Livewire tonight?
Rob chugging.
Oh,
Kentucky
just-
confiscated me. We'll see.
Pub. Doing a pub. We are going to do a bottle giveaway tonight.
Oh man, is that-
Which
Smoky
one's that,
Mountains.
Mike?
uncut, unfiltered.
that's in the clear bottle.
Yeah, so we got a clear bottle of uncut, unfiltered tonight, and we're going to give away a couple of shirts, I think. So,
Wow.
Maybe someday you guys send me the shirt you promised.
dude, that is completely Adam's fault because he didn't tell me that I have more work to do. Just kidding.
Oh.
Hey,
I'm just
Mike,
kidding,
can you post your website in the chat?
Can I bear shit in the woods?
I don't know.
Come
don't
on,
hang
you
around.
know they can.
Yeah, because you can get the shirts and stuff from the website.
Oh, do you want the? Yeah, what should we do? So
Do
here's
your
where
merch.
everybody is going immediately following your stream.
Eat some spicy beef jerky. Follow it up with some bourbon. Great burn.
Depends
Yeah, I
on the
don't
bourbon.
think so. And let's see. Oops, I just got a text. And then, where is? I know everybody's falling asleep.
Just kidding. Joe's drinking good shit too. I mean, let's just show that
Well,
bottle, Joe.
I'm drinking.
There you go.
You're on the
this is Cal-
Calumet
I'm
now,
drinking-
right?
It's Calumet
Is that
now
Sam
with.
Houston?
No, this is the Calumet team.
Okay.
Drinking it with Jody. He opened his.
Oh, I just finished that one. I'm trying to think of my next one.
What was that, Rob? Yeah, man.
Nice.
All right. Do I need to pour another one?
Yep.
All right, I'll pour
Um,
another one.
next bottle,
Hey, I
next
don't have to
bottle,
mess
next
up a glass.
I'm enjoying my stag. I'm not gonna.
There's the Chug Life. Live.
Wow, we're just a promo commercial for Calumet 15.
Damn right.
That,
I love the
got a
Calumet
race yesterday,
15.
didn't they? I think so.
They owe Marty
right.
some promo
Had a
money.
long shot win.
Good. Go. Get the hell out of here.
Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Right. Peace.
Who's stuffing whiskey? Are they stuffing whiskey or are they stuff?
I
Whiskey
can
and
say
stuff.
something right now. I can
Are
say
they stuffing something?
There,
Oh,
well,
Are they
hey,
stuffing this
Five,
whiskey?
there's where I
another
was
one that
going, but
can't
I'm
get
not.
here.
Yeah, I saw that too, Todd. I just haven't picked it up yet, and now it's gone.
Yeah, Nick, I asked Mash and Drum if he wanted to bet on today's game, and he did not.
Oh, speaking of games, hey Marty, how about Pittsburgh taking it to the Volunteers yesterday?
Nice.
You know,
Well, you know,
I'm not.
we had it.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not laughing too much because I didn't bet on Pitt.
No, I was there, man. It was sad. That damn interception he threw right across the middle, it was like a gift.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, you know, if you're a Tennessee fan, you for the last, 9 years, there's nothing been much to cheer for but a couple victories. But, you know, when they got rid of Pruitt last year, they had 30 kids transfer into the pool.
Marty, can you highlight Whiskey Mountain's Stuff and Whiskey, I guess, is doing a charity for a giveaway in October.
Okay.
Bring him up big. I
Nice.
can't see it. 88 batch.
Just put my name on that one.
Nice.
Yeah,
You'll probably win it. Who are you kidding? That's
hey,
right,
Marty,
Shane.
real quick, talk about Friday's stream and
The Weller?
the bottle donations.
Oh yeah. That okay. So what that is? Good point, man. I'm glad you brought that up because I've forgotten to talk about it. Doug H and Fred, all the guys that get together at Friday at Fred's outside New Orleans in Louisiana, they suffered some good damage down there, and everybody's okay. And I think the houses and everybody's homes are okay. I know Doug's got some bad roof damage, but they went, I think 12, 14 days, no water, no electricity.
Mm.
And then had trouble getting gas for their generators. So it just like, you got to pick and choose when you want to turn your fans on to sleep at night. But anyway, we wanted to do something for those guys because they support so many channels. And I thought the best thing to do would be stock the bar for those guys. And whatever bottle you'd like to, hand deliver. So what we're going to do is my email, I'll put it up here in just a second. But if there's something you'd like to give to those guys, email me, and I've got a spreadsheet of what's going south, as I call it, and I can put your bottle on it and your name, and that way, they're not getting 4, of the same bottles, and I can say, hey, they may have this or whatever, but that way we can keep track, and then I can tell you where to send it. So,
Okay.
Or deliver it, whatever, whenever you're
Sounds
down
good.
that way.
Can you
So,
send?
yeah.
Can you send that spreadsheet to me, Marty, when it's
Well,
together?
Yeah, I guess I can start sending it out. Yeah, I've got, I think, let me look right here real quick. I've got a lot of stuff. Here,
Is that the
Blake.
same thing Whiskey Mountains is talking about? Or is that something different?
I think
That
that's
says
something
tons
different.
of
So
bottles,
right now,
including.
go ahead, Joe. Say it again.
No, Whiskey Mountains posted something. It said tons of bottles, including Pappy and CYB.
I don't know.
CYPB.
I'll
that
go
was,
back and look.
coming to my house.
But I've got 7
ignore that.
bottles right now going that way. So
How many, Marty?
Oh, okay.
7 right now.
Nice. Okay. You
Let me
can
get-
count me in. I just don't want to double up or email me or text me something you think. I don't really know those guys, but I definitely want to contribute.
Oh,
So,
dude, they're awesome. They're on. They get over there on Friday afternoon about 4:00. They jump on my stream. They party all night and get on travel.
I've definitely seen them on your stream. Just shoot me a text, something you think they might like, and I'll do my best to get something to them.
Okay, yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll shoot you something. But yeah, guys, email me there at whiskeynose21@gmail.com if anybody would love to get something to them, because I know how much they appreciate it, and I know how much they do for all our channels. And but yeah, they're very special people. So let's see. No, it's different. That's the fundraiser giveaway that Stuff and Whiskey are doing. Tons of
Okay,
bottles.
that's she put tons of bottles. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the suicide prevention. Okay, so it's different.
That's a good gig there.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely going to be a good cause. So people should probably check into that.
Yeah.
What is it? Stuff and whiskey.
Yeah. Let's see. What else was I going to tell you? But no, Rob. Well, hell, where'd he go?
I'm back. I was
Okay.
getting a beer.
That's my hero, man.
Oh, he's going to beer.
Yeah.
We've lost him.
It's been a long day, week, month.
What beer is that? What are you drinking?
Guinness.
Oh,
Yeah,
Guinness.
Jesus, is that mud?
It's chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Is that how you're supposed to? I don't drink Guinness. Is that how you're
Oh, yeah,
supposed
you got
to
to
do
pour
it?
it. If it's in the bottle, Marty, or the can, you got to pour it hard.
Yeah, it turns white, then it turns black, and
Hey,
then
Nick.
then you have like beer.
Yeah.
Big Vic's birthday
Oh,
was
hi, Vanessa.
yesterday.
I'm
Kitty.
considering going on live, or at least staying up for a little bit of live wire whiskey tonight. So tomorrow's going to be a long day.
Cheers, Big Vic.
Yeah.
You got to let loose a little bit, blow off some steam.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay, buddy.
Nature calls, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Vanessa Kitty's name in chat before.
Well, hello, Vanessa.
Well, now we know where that sound was coming from.
Yeah, Vanessa, we got some great channels here you need to sub to if you haven't yet.
Hit that like button, Vanessa.
That's right. Let me get rid of this. So there we go. But yeah, so Joe, you got any good reviews coming up you want to talk about, or you can keep that to yourself, or what's coming up?
No,
for
I'm gonna.
Independent Joe?
I got one more, a couple of more videos gonna come out. I haven't done a video for over a week because I told my wife I would take a few days off of drinking. I took 5 days off, 4 or 5 days off. Yesterday was my first drink, and today, of course, I've started earlier than usual. Jumped on with Trev, jumped on here, and then here I'm just gonna jump on the couch and just take a nap, go to sleep.
I hear you, man.
Heck yeah, MJ. We're going live in about 20 minutes, buddy.
Oh, me. But no, it's just it's been kind of quiet here on the whiskey front. Not much to buy. I think everybody in my area is waiting for the good stuff in November, December. You know, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof September. You know, I'm waiting for that release.
Yeah, I should get that in January.
Somebody, it was Todd saying that it should hit this week in Maryland, which would be awesome. But
That's why they're so merry there.
That's right. That's right.
Vanessa Kitty. I've never heard
Vanessa
that name.
Kitty.
Is that
You any relation to Sugar Kitty?
yeah, Sugar Kitty? Is that?
Could be. That's a good ask.
A whole lot of cats here.
Man, it's hot in here.
I'm definitely a. Wait, what?
He said it's hot in here.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's always my fault. That's my wife.
And then I think I've seen this young lady in chat.
Which one? Oh, retired Air Force. My daughter just joined the Air Force. She's over there at Moody Air Force Base. Pretty cool. Currently a
Apparently, I
math
forgot
teacher.
to copy
Awesome.
the Y.
Where's that at, Joe?
Welcome, Vanessa.
Vanessa
Thanks for
Kitty.
coming on.
And thank
Cheers,
you for your
Vanessa.
service.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank
much.
you for your service.
Absolutely.
I was going to show this. This is my kicker hat right here. It's the
There
one
you go.
I just kick with every day.
Cheers.
Dennis.
If you're not subscribed, Vanessa Kitty, to Whiskey Nose, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the way out.
Yeah,
And hit the
thanks, Vanessa.
notifications.
I tell you what, I've known Vanessa Kitty now for a little while. She will
Okay.
jump on some live streams. If you
Oh, no.
have a live
That's
stream,
awesome. We're getting ready to start one in another 20 minutes on Livewire Whiskey.
Right. Mike and Shits will keep me in the green room, but I'll be looking.
Keep you in the green room. I love it.
We don't
They
do
don't, they
that
don't
on
keep me
purpose.
there too long though, because they know I mess stuff up. Mess,
Mess stuff up.
you know.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, I think we all need some math tutoring when we try to help our kids do math.
Whew.
If you could help us teach Common Core, that'd be great.
If anybody could figure
Rock
out how to
Bill.
teach Common Core,
You know what's funny though? Common Core was not how I learned, but as my son was explaining it, going through it, it is how I do math in my head.
some of it, yeah.
Yeah, some of it. Yeah,
I do that math. It's called close enough.
yeah, the rounding math.
I flip
Yeah,
a coin.
Big Vic, we do need new
Average.
faces on Livewire. Who wants to take over?
That's a horseshoe and hand grenade
I
math.
vote Busey.
I think he
and
just
Big
meant
Vic.
people
The
come
Muse,
on.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought that he was just being a little mean, but accurate.
Now, Livewire ain't Livewire Whiskey without Mike and Adam.
And Joe and Cheech and everybody that jumps on and goes with us. Marty.
Yeah, I don't know, Christian, how much that would have been. I'd say they'd probably jack it up.
Marty doesn't like to. I got to kick Marty off of Livewire at 11 his time tonight.
Yep, I have to work. I'm not allowed after 11.
This one's for you, Marty.
Have you had any yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just below the shoulder now.
Put you a couple drops of water on that
I'm
baby.
going to. I don't have a dropper, but I'm going to use my calf here. Hold on.
Man, he's boiler making over there, drinking Guinness and whiskey.
Been a long day, brother. Oh,
Hey,
hold on.
and we don't judge.
Well,
We
that
won't
was
change
probably
you.
4 drops,
Yeah,
but
man.
that's what it is. Marty, thank you so much
Trish is on top of the
for
echo.
that to me.
You got it, man.
Oh,
That's
Is
Trish
there an
right
echo?
there. She notices the extra sounds that come in the, whenever she's on a live stream. She's like, "That's yours or is that mine?"
Yeah, I love that stuff, Rob. I just.
it's definitely a little Christmassy.
Hey, Anthony.
Oh,
People,
neophyte.
Cheers, brother.
hey,
Leah fighting the house.
what's
What's
going
up, man?
on?
How's things? How's the house? Doing
Oh,
okay?
well, I'm sitting in the middle of an empty dining room right now, but it's getting there. I mean, there's not a lick of furniture other than my zero gravity chair right here. But the flooring's down, all but one room. Everything's painted. New washer and stuff came in this past Saturday. I'm using it right now. Slowly but surely. And then I officially start work tomorrow. So
I'm sorry.
I'm like Marty. I got to be off by 11.
Don't you work afternoons, Anthony?
It's an in-service day at the school, so they changed my schedule. So I'm going in at 8 a.m., so I got to be there at 7:30 to 4:30, and then I'll go and do my 2 to 10 shift, and then all is well.
Good thing you're West Coast, Anthony.
That's true, Las Vegas. But the best thing that happened today, the Steelers won the game.
Damn
That's
right
all.
they did. How about that? I lost that one too. I took the Bills and the points, and
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're a traitor.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I lost.
Let me ask Mike something real quick. It's kind of the. We'll get back to everybody because Mike's got to jump off here in just a few minutes. Hey, Mike, I was asking everybody as they came on. You know, we're just kind of celebrating Whiskey Tube tonight. Just talking about what got us started. Who did you watch when you first started watching Whiskey Tube?
So, I mean, I think the first ones I really saw were It's Bourbon Night.
Okay.
But it's funny how like everything kind of has evolved a little bit. I'm kind of drawn more to, I mean, I can't imagine why, but more of the pub styles, now.
Yeah.
But, and then it went like, oh, I can't wait. It's Tuesday night, guess who's on? And so I went to the Bourbon Junkies and, I still have some of that each night, right? But
Yeah, we know who comes on each night, kind of.
yeah, so now it's you kind of know who's coming on, but I would say the first ones, it wasn't even their lives; it was just the videos from the Junkies and the, It's Bourbon Night, and then it kind of changed to now I really watch more lives than non-lives.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. I mean, now during the day, if somebody puts out a video or something, I may watch it on my phone. Or something, but yeah, I'm like you. I've fallen more in love with the live stuff and the more interactions we can do with each other, and that's how we find other channels. As when I first started, Joe would tell you we were talking about Livewire Whiskey. That that's how, for people that are brand new into WhiskeyTube, if you jump on Livewire Whiskey, you'll find a bunch of channels real quick. A lot of people are there. Some are here. We kind of share, and with everybody here, with Bourbon Bounty and Independent Joe and Anthony, Bourbon Neophyte, we all kind of share the same group of people. So we all kind of find each other from each other. So it's kind of cool. And I talked about Fred Minnick earlier and how I like his reviews and stuff, and Jason C. Mash and Drum and Scott, my Bourbon Journey. Just there's stuff there. It's just. Yeah, ADHD, yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's kind of, what we were talking about earlier is what got you started in this, and how we've rolled into what we're doing now, for sure.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of cool because new channels pop up and things evolve, and it's kind of cool because I mean, more than the videos, it's just meeting the people, it's interacting with chat, I think.
Yeah.
It's watching new personalities like, that are like Joe, for example, is just kind of bounced on the scene. I mean, it was out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you realize how entrenched Joe really is in the community in a short time. And it's, everybody's so welcoming. I don't know. It's once you get into the lives, you start to understand, and not to take anything away, I'm just not creative enough to do the videos like some people are, like the Turds and Joe and, Anthony and those guys. They do so much on or your Blackened video, Marty. Like, I don't have that level of creativity or, that some people have. So, I mean, I like doing the lives. I like participating. Yeah, it's cool. It evolves, right? Like I go in and out of different channels, as far as what I like to watch.
I just want you to know, Mike. You're necessary.
Thanks. Positive affirmations. I do those right before every stream.
Well, here's one thing, though.
You're awesome. You can do it.
Yeah, here's one. Here's one thing I want to.
You're special, and gosh darn, everybody likes you.
Thanks,
everybody likes you, Stuart Smalley. All right. So, but here's one thing though: when somebody jumps on the scene, it doesn't mean they're new.
No,
it means
they're
right. New. Yeah. They're new to what we know.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been doing this for a long time, but I haven't had a channel.
Well, you look at how many videos Joe had, put up before he even realized. I mean, he's talked about it before on Livewire, where he put up tons of videos before he realized there was like this community of people that get together in the evenings, and it was, it's pretty fun.
Well, the first time I saw Joe, I think he was on your channel, Mike, and I reached out to him and had him come on mine because I just think he's got a great personality. He's
I'm talking about this Joe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, independent.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
The personality thing, throw him off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, this way.
Yeah, that confused me for a second, but I get it. You were being nice.
Independent Joe, he just has a good rapport. he has a good personality. His taste on whiskey, I can see it behind him, is above reproach. I mean, maybe his taste in friends there, like that green guy behind him, but it's
Oh,
okay.
that's a guy. I was
That's a gal.
Frederica. It's Frederica. It's Frederica. Fred for short, but Frederica.
Okay. Is it
But
like
Anthony, he also has the whiskey community in mind too.
exactly?
With the things he does, and the great show we had last week on Livewire Whiskey, stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's
Last week's Livewire Whiskey was phenomenal. What Joe did,
sure was.
phenomenal.
Yeah, he was awesome.
That was the show of shows.
I appreciate you guys
That's when
saying
Mike
that.
got his ass beat, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
definitely where Mike got a spanking.
Sorry, Mike.
I
didn't
did
mean
beat
to
the
add
shelf
old
turds
memories.
for the record.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's 2 people you beat. I mean, you
Yeah.
can look at it like that, Mike. You
Yeah.
can.
And I beat my son-in-law.
Stovetop.
Yeah.
Dude, when you poured him that George tea, didn't he pour some George tea?
Yeah.
I sure hope he knew how good that was, because that's
Yeah, he does. So his boss is a whiskey drinker, and so he comes over and takes pictures of him when he's drinking them and sends them to his boss. And his boss is like, "Your father-in-law has some good whiskey."
Nice.
I love it, man.
So that's funny. Today, I was telling somebody about Ken's channel, Scotch Down Under.
Yeah.
They were talking about different scotches and stuff, and I says, "Hey, there's a channel you ought to look into," and one of them was Scotch Down Under, and then Greg's whiskey review. I was like, "You got to look at that." I go, "Those two got some good stuff on there, and they've got knowledge." And I said, "Don't be afraid to comment one of their reviews. They'll answer you. If you have questions or whatever, or you want to know more about a particular whiskey that they were reviewing." I said, "That's the go." And they're like, just like you said, Mike, that Independent Joe didn't realize this was really out there until he stumbled upon it. I told this guy that, and he goes, "What? It's on YouTube?" I go, "Yeah." So I gave him pretty much everybody's name. I said, "Go to this channel, go to that channel, just find out when they're on, go like and subscribe, and then you'll get the notifications." Happens to be, and I just saw Adriano on there, he likes to go out and about as far as hiking. And so I told him, "Hey, go look at Whiskey Mountains." So, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what you're going to get into or talk about. But, I'm always plugging you guys here because it's just a good community, particularly when you're new into whiskey in general.
For sure. Hey, I'm gonna jump off, Marty. I gotta go. I gotta meet up with Adam before we start our
All right,
stream.
buddy.
See
Thanks
you
for
guys
coming
over
on,
there in a
man.
while.
Thanks for
We'll be
sharing
over.
your experience.
I'll be trashing your green room about 10:15.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So Anthony, same question goes to you before we close out. We've got about 7 minutes left, and I know Joe's been hanging with us, and I know probably getting bored, but
No,
we're
definitely
just
not.
going around asking, everybody here, what got you into Whiskey Tube? Who did you first watch? How did it influence you on buying bottles? Stuff like that.
Well, my channel's Bourbon Neophyte, but
Yep.
I'm not really a beginner. I've been drinking bourbon whiskey for years. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but this channel particular, I love Marty's style. But what really got me into it was I started watching like ADHD whiskey, shelf turds. When I saw that, I was like,
Sure.
my God, I just busted out laughing. Shelf turds, really? Then Jason
best.
on Mash and Drum. Then, Cam. And I mean, there's so many great channels out there. And then when I started watching Scotch Down Under and popped onto his stream a couple of times early in the beginning, I really liked that pub style. And I was always thinking of something like that. And when I saw Ken, that got my wheels going. And then other people kept saying, "Hey, well, why don't you do a video?" So that's what kind of opened the door to me
Okay.
starting the channel, is just do a video. And then once you do one video, you do another video. And then I decided, well, I'm going to do the Bourbon Neophyte Lounge. And when I come on, just like we're doing here. But I've done some reviews for the first 10, 15 minutes or so, and then have people come on and we go and talk about different things. Same thing you've done, Marty.
Yeah, I enjoy that a lot more now, Anthony, after watching your stuff. That's kind of where the path I'm going. I want to do a review live, then open it up, and then, make sure everybody's still a part of it. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, and then another one that I really like, and now that I'm going to be on a later schedule, I'm going to be able to get on it, is Cheech's late night stream. Okay. There's Cheech. I just seen his name pop up.
There you go.
Encore.
Whiskey Encore. But I'm just saying, he has a really
Great game,
good,
by the way.
really good late night show that he fills a niche that just isn't around.
Yeah. He's
You know,
Johnny
after
Carson.
he's done with his gig at 1 a.m, he pops on for a couple of hours. But he's got himself a nice niche right there.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome.
He's actually the first show I've been on, and ever since then, because I was always hesitant to jump on somebody's channel, but his voice is so soothing. Damn it!
and
And it's inviting, and so I jumped on his channel, and I'm like,
Now that he's got that mic really dialed in.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yes, thank you, Cheech. Yes, thank you, guys. Subscribe, please. It's
Definitely
awesome.
subscribe to Cheech.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Cheech is-
Subscribe and hear the sultry sound of the voice.
That's right.
Okay.
Hello.
And the Shelf Turds, which I'm sure everybody here is subscribes to the Shelf Turds. They're so great at what they do.
Damn right, Joe.
The channel's so entertaining and so explosive with everything the storylines they come up with. I mean, that was one of the first channels also that I saw, and I was just like, I gotta get in this. I gotta get in this game with everybody. And I know they're not the typical where they're just sitting and reviewing, but they do add a storyline to each of theirs, and it's a good story, but also entertaining about what they're drinking, and it's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's just fun to watch. Fun to watch a married couple just crack each other up.
Yeah.
2 hours. And let Kira be Kira. That's what's fun.
Definitely.
They're a lot of fun. So but guys, we've got a lot of people in the chat still. We're at 29, 30 now. But guys, sub to these channels, man. We've got Bourbon Bounty, Independent Joe, Bourbon Neophyte, Whiskey Encore, Bourbon. God, I'm gonna miss so many, and I'm sorry. Everything Spicy with Phil, Scotch Down Under with Ken, Whiskey Isley on Tricia, Whiskey Mountains, Adriana. Guys, y'all
21090.
Yeah, 21090.
Oh, yeah,
and Adam.
Todd.
Absolutely. Saucy Shane's here.
Andy. Todd and Andy.
What'd I say?
Adam.
I'm sorry. Andy, sorry, guys. I'm thinking Livewire. I've got to get my shit together.
Wasn't
That's
that
okay.
decent?
Todd doesn't mind if you don't know Andy.
Yeah, I screwed that up multiple times. Hey, Adam, thanks for coming on, man.
And Phil, don't forget Phil. I mean, he's not a whiskey channel, but he's part of the community.
Yeah. Everything's spicy.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's spicy.
Yeah, there we go. There's Independent Joe. Yeah, man. Awesome.
Hey, before I drop off, I want to say, Independent Joe, you have one of the best logos I have seen. I love it.
Definitely good looking.
That
I
is
appreciate
Catchy.
that is spot on, brother.
Yeah, man. It's killer.
You better be trademarking that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some thought to
Yeah,
that.
Bourbon. I didn't leave you out.
That's not true, Bourbon. He mentioned you.
Yeah, he definitely did.
I love the order on his shelf.
Definitely
There you go.
definitely subscribe to Bourbon. He's awesome.
Yep. If I thought I said it, if I
He-
didn't, I'm sorry.
He gets whiskey to some of the biggest channels, to some of the smallest channels. If you get to know him. He'll help you find a bottle if you can't find it. So he's out there doing the work sometimes that some of us ain't able to get, get the things that some of us ain't able to get. So if you just talk to him and work with him, he's out there doing it.
But what's still amazing, and Marty and I have said this dozens of times, is that, there's about 30 people in your chat right now, Marty?
Yeah, it was. I think we're slowly dropping off to go to live fire.
People come on to listen to the five of us bullshit about whiskey.
That's right.
I mean, how good is that? And especially
That's
Marty
awesome.
and I both said,
That's awesome.
you're going to listen to us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just funny, but it's just an enjoyable form.
That's right. And it's like
Hey,
we talked about.
That's my brother right there, Adam Green. He's if you could highlight him, Adam Green in Oklahoma has a spot, Max Barbecue. So if you're ever going through Oklahoma, right there in Oklahoma,
Hey,
damn
that
it.
phone stuff holds up in the mail. I'll give you my address.
Yeah, he has the best barbecue anywhere, and he is awesome.
Oklahoma.
Love you, brother.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Where in Oklahoma?
Max Barbecue.
Where is that, Joe?
I'll Google it.
It's right there next to Tulsa.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay, Tulsa. Okay.
I believe it.
All right, guys, I'm going to close her down. We got to get the
All right.
live wire.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys, thank you all for coming on, sharing your experiences and how we got into all this together. And like I said, everybody sub to these channels. We've got a lot of channels in the chat and a lot of channels on the screen. So please do. Like I said, we're doing that Stock the Bar for Friday at Fred's for all those guys that were involved in the hurricane 2 weeks ago.
Email me, Marty.
Yeah, I will. There's my email, guys. Anybody would like to hand deliver a bottle to them, email me and I'll tell you where it goes. And I can get you on the spreadsheet of what's heading south. Thank you, Cheech.
Yeah,
Anthony, I'm texting you right now.
I'm sorry. That's Skiatoke, Oklahoma.
There it is, right
Marty.
there.
Thanks so much
Okay.
for having me on, guys.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Joe, on your subs. You too, Marty.
Thank
Appreciate
you, Rob.
guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
Nice
buddy.
seeing you, Rob.
Jody, I'm subbing to you as soon as I get a minute here tonight. Thanks so much.
All right.
appreciate
Thank
you.
Good
you.
night, everybody.
Whiskey
Good night,
Corner is
everybody.
another channel. I'm
I'm
sorry
heading over
I
to
missed you,
Livewire.
buddy. Everybody sub to Whiskey Corner. Great
Whiskey
supporter
Corner,
of Whiskey
definitely.
Knows. But yeah, awesome. But yeah, guys, thank you all. Let's do it again soon. This Friday, Whiskey Knows will be in Kentucky, so there won't be a live stream Friday or Sunday. I don't think we'll be back in time Sunday. If we are, I'll jump on and get something set up. Thanks, Big Vic, for everything you do for us. Guys, everybody in the chat, thank you for being here. But yeah, guys, hit these guys up. Sub, man. Let's get the subs going. But if you got any questions, comments, prayer requests, hit me, man. There's my email right there. So, Independent Joe, thank you for coming on.
I appreciate
Jody, thank you.
Hey.
Anthony, thank
Love
you,
it.
guys. We got Bourbon Bounty. We've got Bourbon Neophyte. Anthony's been busier than a one-arm paper hanger. I'm so glad to see him live again.
Yeah,
But,
I'm popping on.
But it's awesome, man. I just want to say thank you all for sharing your experiences and everything. So, all right,
Yes, sir.
guys.
Thank you for having us on.
All right,
Yep.
man. Joe, holler at me.
Cheers, brother.
We'll get
Yes,
together.
sir.
Jody,
Yeah, we got-
Anthony, cheers,
Send you that
guys.
flight so we can do it on.
Yeah, dude, I want to knock that out, man. That'll be awesome.
Heck yeah.
All right, guys. Take care. Thank you.
Take care. Cheers.